Hey everyone, so this is the follow-up video where I'll be testing my backlog of games for driver stability on 22.8.1 with a Gigabyte RX 6700 XT gaming OC. As you can see here, these are my specs, the driver version, the CPU 5600X, and the Windows 11 21H2. It's the latest build, like all up to date of Windows 11. And I'll just stress for anyone that missed my Radeon driver stability video where I went on a little bit of a rant and described all the fixes I've done to get my system running smoothly. If you've missed it, the main fix that I've done is under performance tuning. When I went into if the GPU is set to default, when I would go into custom tuning and enable GPU tuning to see what the 100% max frequency was, my driver and my card's BIOS was defaulting to like 2680 megahertz, which is above my advertised clock speed. And I believe that's why I was getting driver crashing and all sorts of instability. I had black screens, I've had all of the stuff a lot of people complain about. And the only reason my card runs stable is because I've tweaked it. So I just wanted to stress that this is not out of the box performance. This is tweaked stability. And what else can I show you here? And to see the actual, boost clock up to 2622 for my exact model of card, the Gigabyte Gaming OC version. So yeah, it was defaulting up at 2680, and even if it's just 50 megahertz higher than the advertised clock, if I run that 2680 at 1200 MV, I get crashes just randomly, like, browsing and things like that. And also because I bumped the minimum, I think that helps too, to some degree, rather than running at the default, which is down at 500. Especially when you're alt-tabbing, you got to remember, like, when you alt-tab, you're also adjusting the load and the clock's going up and down. I believe that's where the bugs are. Like, that's where, if you're going to get crashes, it's also to do with having really low minimum frequency because your game's still running in the background technically. And when you suddenly have to ramp up and down, there's a lot of programs and stuff that will have issues when you're doing that to the computer, like your system resources and everything. So anyway, without getting too much into that, just look at my previous video if you want to know, a bit more in-depth explanation of all the tweaks I've done. I'm just showing you what I'm running here, so I don't actually need any tuning profile because I've already done my tuning through More Power Tool as a soft mod. So that's through the registry. The tool itself does it through the registry. But yeah, so that's what I've done. And what else? I'll just quickly show under my graphics tab. I do use Radeon Chill, but because I'm running 3440 by 1440 ultra wide, we never really see up to 165 FPS in the majority of games, except the really competitive ones. And the minimum FPS is just slightly above my monitor refresh rate to prevent any tearing and hitching that happens when I leave the mouse idle. So, just when you stop moving and you're reading something like a game, the game has like a tutorial or something, if I set it too low, Radeon Chill will cause like micro stutters and stuff like that. So having it high is better, and then having an even higher setting for max FPS. But you don't need to use Chill. It's just something I use for my own preference for power saving. I don't need it for stability. Okay, and everything else is just pretty much disabled in default. And I also like my Radeon image sharpening turned up to at least 80%, if not 100 for some games, because it does look great. And then under display tab, I've got GPU scaling set to integer, and nothing too special in here. It's not a HDR monitor or anything. And then I do have the AMD noise suppression disabled. And under the, under the performance metrics tab, I've got all the tracking disabled, because it's kind of bloatware. And under tuning, you'll notice I don't have my CPU coming up. It's because I've disabled the Ryzen master integration, which is actually a task that runs in Task Scheduler. So I just wanted to stress that. Those are the main things that I've done. And then I've forced PCIe 3.0 mode to match my max supported motherboard PCIe in the BIOS, so it's forced on 3.0. It doesn't automatically go to 1.1 and 1.0 and stuff like that. And what else? And yeah, make sure you've got two power connectors, two separate cables plugged in for your PCIe power. That's pretty generic. But all these tweaks can apply to basically all the recent Radeon cards, all the 6000 series. So anyway, I'll just show you now. This is just the methodology of the video. Is I'm going to be running one of my recent uploads, the Spider-Man Remastered PC gameplay. I'm going to be running 3 separate browsers with these videos playing in the background to show that hardware acceleration is working fine. And also the settings tabs, you can see here, it's enabled, and it's enabled, just so that, no funny business. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to record the whole thing in one take. So I'm going to have an upload of the whole thing. with no editing. And then I'm also going to have a clipped version, which is probably what you're watching right now. The clipped version will still have the timer in the corner, but it's not going to be like every single startup of every game you got to sit through the loading screens and stuff. It's just going to be clipped straight into the gameplay. So that's going to be better for most people. And then optionally, you'll see this link for the uncut video down in the comments. Okay, just to give that transparency. Like, I don't want people thinking, well, he must have had crashes and he just clipped it. Because I know there's, you can be skeptical because there have been a lot of posts about driver issues, and I can't specifically say there's anything wrong with 22.8.1 other than the fact that the aftermarket companies like Gigabyte, ASUS, and all that, their BIOSes do seem to have aggressively high clock speeds instead of the advertised clock speeds. And that's just my own anecdotal. Like, I actually tried downloading a few BIOSes from Tech Power Up. They've got a BIOS repository. And when I looked up what's in those BIOSes, I saw the max frequency was set too high on almost all of them. And so what that means is some people with good quality silicon will have no issues. And then some people that have slightly lower quality silicon, they're running above the advertised clocks of the car and it's not stable. And the Radeon driver cannot do all the work on its own, because it's got to handle the frequency differences between a range of all the aftermarket, all the 6000 series GPUs from all the different manufacturers, all the different add-in board partners. So just to get that out of the way, and we're going to get into it now. Basically, I'm going to try to play these with low volume, but I'm going to turn my mic off. I'm not going to talk through the whole thing. I'm just going to go through each game. I'll show you the settings really quick at the start of each gameplay clip, and I'll just play like a few minutes each. It's not going to be like a really, really long one. It's just more to show that hardware acceleration is working fine in the back, and these games are running fine. So the first one is going to be Just Cause 4.
SWAT is 1084 at this town. SWAT is 1084 at this town. Warrant is en route. Stand by. Warrant is en route.
Wrap this up quick and get to my real job.
Ourselves ain't gonna solve nothing. Anyway, I think this building's on fire. Maybe we should get moving.
There's a mall to an evac station not too far from here. I bet that chopper's headed.
Killing these things.
Is that a bottle of puke?
Puke in the hole! Heads up!
I have no idea what that noise is.
Watch out! Okay, Yuri, all done.
Damn it, elevator's out!
All done. Almost done.
Hey! Well, they die like anything else. throwing a pipe bomb.
That can't be a bottle of puke, is it?
I'll hold on to these pills. Puke in the hole!
I'm almost there. Blocks away.
Guess I'll just do it myself.
No. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. Started without me.
The Grant Committee's director will be here soon. The Grant Committee's director will be here soon. It's fine, Parker. I invented this equipment. It's fine, I think Parker. I can handle it. I invented this equipment. I think I can handle it.
I'm sorry I'm late. Power damper. Power damper. Man. Maybe we should abort. Maybe we should abort. Maybe we should abort.
Not yet.
Hold on!
Spike, it's Crane. There's a building here covered in quarantine tape. You know what it is?
I sure do. You were looking at the original quarantine Ground Zero. The first infected were moved there from the hospitals when the outbreak started. Things fell apart pretty quick.
Is anyone
the
hurt?
building was abandoned.
Is anyone hurt?
It's chock full of biters.
Is anyone hurt?
But it's also chock full of supplies. Even Ryzen people haven't been able to crack it.
It doesn't smell very positive.
I assure you in the next phase. I assure you in the next phase.
Let's
I
not get
assure
ahead
you
of
in the next
ourselves.
phase.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Is there somewhere else we can discuss this? Somewhere else we can discuss this? Is there somewhere else we can discuss this?
Maybe you should take the rest of the day off, Peter. Maybe you should take the rest of the day off, Peter.
We'll talk
Maybe you should take the rest of the day off,
We'll
Peter.
talk later. We'll talk. That was a disaster. That was a disaster. Damn Earth. That was a disaster. Failed. No docs that take the day off. No docs that take the day off. Figure out what. No docs that take the day off. I have to figure out what went wrong.
You are in bad shape, little guy. You are in bad shape, little guy. You are in bad shape, little guy. Let's see what's wrong with you. Circuit break. If I had been here to do the pre-check, I would have caught this.
Goes down every month with a gun, a tracksuit, and a drawer full of gold chains, decides he's the next godfather. We're gonna have a gang war in the street.
So, why'd you call? Need a date to the policeman's ball? This tower. Input bands have been shifted. Subtle.
Part of the plane landed here. My gear is in that cargo. I'll need to cut it down. Good, but it's dull. I need to find something to sharpen it. Got everything I need. Should head back to camp.
Walk away now, or she's dead!
Let me go!
Oh, wow. One of my old backpacks from high school. I attached cooking dots to these.
Just a FYI, I believe Witcher 3, like you saw some stutter back there, that was the game shader caching. I haven't played it in ages, and yeah, you could see like a lot of lines in the frame time graph if you just like go back on the video a bit, and you can see how it's stabilized now. It was doing like back here. I'll go back to the same spot, but it was basically caching shaders, and when a game does that, you'll see like the same patterns of like just lots of lines and the odd hitch. You can see there was a hitch there. That might have actually been a game engine hit from moving into a new area, but if I run back and forward, that should be cached now. Yeah, it's gotten less and less. It was much worse when I first loaded the game up, and yeah, that's just normal. When you haven't been playing a game for a long time, the cache has to be rebuilt, and this is the first time I've played it on the new drivers, so yeah, it has to compile, and as you can see, it's getting smoother the longer I play and run around in this area. It depends how much you play. Like, if I played this every day, I doubt I would come to a lot of games. Start riding back. See if we get the same. This isn't the same. Like, yeah, this is a bit over here. But see how it like does it and then it smooths out? What is over here that I meant to be doing? Something is here.
Move it!
Yeah, let's get it fast enough. Did I want to fast travel? Did I wanted to move earlier? Mines are underwent for AGESA. Let's go to somewhere else. Get a number 4.
Take and hold the hill. Simple as that.
Enemy team took the hill.
Awesome. Doc could be proud.
Spartan down!
Enemy there!
Tango's closing in.
Enemy about to score.
Bite your tongue.
Your team about to score.
Power items inbound.
Enemy team took the hill.
Enemy shields down. I can't move. Enemies in the air.
Nearing victory. Defeat.
Dang, looks like they called their buddies.
think PUBG's doing some shader caching too. I haven't played it in ages. You can see these little periodic stutters. That's normally when it's caching stuff.
Peter, good news. I think I smoothed things over with the Grant Committee. If Lance Corporal Texador's fitting tomorrow goes well, we should be okay.
That's fantastic. Good old Empire State. Man, I love that.
long do I have to wait now?
In life and in death, we give glory.
Hello? You shouldn't be out here. It's not safe. What the hell? Hey, can you hear me?
It's you, the child's father.
Child? Hey, wait. Do you mean Rose? Is she here?
Rose! Rose, yes. She is in great danger. Since Mother Miranda brought her to the village, we have fallen into darkness.
What are you talking about? The monsters?
The castle bell heralds danger. They're coming!
No. Wait. Where's Rose? Who's Mother Miranda?
The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again!
Rose is here?
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight. Hello? Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
I want to dance.
Listen carefully now.
For you'll have to tell this when I'm gone. In the beginning, all life came from All Mother. People, machines, and beasts, all were her children. They lived alongside each other in the comfort of her wild embrace. But some grew restless. Though they took of her bounties, they wanted more.
Interesting.
You should drink more.
I mean, I like them. Yep, but I do.
If All Mother didn't want us to get drunk, she wouldn't have blessed us with this festival, would she?
Huh.
Hello? Hey.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitors, you need to go.
Oh, got it. I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book. This. Cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help? Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of... Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really? Look at this place. Where am I? The same gun. Okay, now I have a gun.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
Says the dead man.
Кто на чем, почем,
Ну чё, пацанчики, ну-ка, блядь, все сюда ко мне. Живем, пацаны! Опы!
Ништяк, пацаны, сегодня мы кайфуем.
Вот петух!
The chief never did understand Spider Cop. Thought he was a loose cannon.
Already regretting this.
Bet I can modify these towers to track more than just cracks.
Once you retrieve the whetstone, please take utmost care while handling it. It is a priceless relic, after all.
Score! Towers are picking up all kinds of RFID signals now, including one nearby. What is that? How many of these were scattered around the city? Wasn't that shut down when he was arrested?
No, it's one of his legitimate businesses. Multiple investors. We can't act without cause.
But now you've got that, right?
That's why I'm hoping you can keep it under.
Place is locked down, Captain. Actually, webcam.
And someone finally reported shots fired, so I've got officers inbound. Good work. Fizz has more construction sites throughout the city, vetting their fronts too. Keep an eye out, and report in if you see anything suspicious.
トイレがどうしたの？
公園のトイレにいつも人が入ってて。しかもずっとこの
何かあるかもしれない。
トイレかよ。 紙を使う気だよ。
まあまあ、悔いがなくなるまで使ってもらおうよ。
All units, level 4 mobilization. Location, Fisk Tower.
Fisk?
あのままだったら死んでも死にきれないもんね。気持ちはわかる。
最初に紙があるか確認しとけよ。
これでようやくトイレに行けます。
ということはお前も悔いはな。
あ、本当だ。トイレ行きたかったのに。
Captain Watanabe.
Did you take him down yet?
No. We're at Fisk Tower, but still waiting on the warrant.
Mind if I join in on the fun?
You know how his lawyers...
Face. They need time to breathe after you use them. You know, so they don't overload and kill you.
Castillo will get the message now. Hey, shit. You really can hold your own. I don't want to say I told you so, but...
Look, we should move. That was a hell of a light show, and they're going to see the smoke.
We work well together.
See? Listen, if you were good with Lita, you're good with me. Gracias, Danny. Meet you back at camp.
いざ。
Follow my lead.
これほど美しき景色を見ればおのずと旅がしたくなるものであろう。雨降る風の中、ふるさとを思う。拙者と故郷のつながりはもうこの刀のみでござる。
Bokathos guides my hand. My health returns.
これほど美しき景色を見ればおのずと旅がしたくなるものであろう。
Is that all you've got? Good. My strength returns. Bokathos guides my hand.
What can I do for you?
雨降る風の
Job
中、
well done.
ふるさとを思う。拙者と故郷のつながりはもうこの刀のみでござる。
The wall's quite a marvel.
これほど美しき景色を見ればおのずと旅がしたくなるものであろう。風の赴くままに。
break-in was just reported. Reported location is no leader.
Yuri, I'm at a Fisk construction site, and there's a lot of guys here who aren't exactly constructing.